Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas, and in this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing and taking a very close look at the brand new 2024 Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection style Evil Lyn. That's right, my friends, we have Evil Lyn. This is so exciting. So exciting. I need to unbox this. This looks amazing. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed. I will be, in fact, unboxing all of the cartoon collection stuff here with you on the channel. This is my favorite toy line from Mattel right now. Please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. If you enjoy the content of this video, if you're just a fan of the cartoon collection or what Mattel is doing, you know, or you're just a fan of Evil Lyn, give me a thumbs up. I'd love you so much forever for it. Please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this gorgeous looking action figure. Wow. All right, so give me about 10 seconds to set some stuff up here, and I'm gonna catch you, my friend, after this quick break. Okay, so here she is in the package, my friend. Take a look at this absolute beauty of an action figure. The way that this is packaged, to me, is an absolute masterpiece. I can't believe that this is from Mattel. This is nuts. So this packaging we have seen before many times here on the channel. We have He-Man, the Masters of the Universe in like a high gloss. The rest is kind of like a semi-gloss. It says 80s Adventures at the top left. Evil Lyn, Evil Warrior Goddess. And then we have that, you know, Castle Grayskull in the background. Kind of reminds me of Club Grayskull. We have a comic book in there, shows Skeletor's head really big on it. And it says The Shape of Vengeance. Absolutely awesome. We have Mattel at the bottom right here. The action figure weighs, I'm telling you, this weighs nothing. Like, this doesn't weigh anything. It's like some sort of weird illusion. We could see she comes with accessories here, and she stands really far away from the card. Now, if we take a look at someone like Webstore, you could see Webstore actually utilizes all of the plastic. Like his backpack back there is actually touching the card. So he takes up all of the space. So you could see just how small this action figure is. It's just very awesome. Now, I was one of those folks that was afraid that the skin was going to be far too yellow. But I made this picture, this composite picture of this action figure. I took the photograph in sunlight so you could see it perfectly with the actual cartoon. And as you see, it's really close to me. I think it's absolutely close. I think the color scheme here is perfect. So if you take a look here, this yellow of her staff is much more bright and vibrant, absolute like pure yellow almost, compared to the skin tone as you see there. It's like a flat finish, obviously, and it's definitely less saturated, you know, compared to the staff. We have the cartoon collection sticker right here, which is a translucent sticker. Looks amazing. Flipping over to the back, look at this gorgeous artwork, right? We could see there's King Randor there. We could see Beastman. We could see Evil Lyn. We could see Orko. I'm really hoping that we get an Orko from Cartoon Collection. That is awesome. Now, Mattel is, in fact, re-releasing the fan favorite version of Orko, which I did pre-order, because I didn't know Orko would be coming to this collection. I feel like it would match rather well, but this is absolutely beautiful. As seen on the shaping staff, it says up here at the top right, and it says modernizing and celebrating the original 80s He-Man and the Masters of the Universe animated series. We have two action shots here on the left. She's holding up her staff, and then here twist into powerful battle positions. Then we have our cross sale here. So I already have these two. We're going to be opening them up here on the channel, and Clawful and Spikor are next. I have those pre-ordered also. This is super exciting. This is the domestic version here for my country. As we see, it's just in English. And then we have the Mattel empowering the next generation through play. Absolutely love that. So here is the barcode in case you need it. Let's go ahead and tear this open, my friends. So here's everything you get with this Evil Lyn. So obviously you saw the packaging. This looks absolutely fantastic. Now, usually when I open these up, it doesn't get shredded up this badly. But unfortunately, the comic book was actually sealed inside the bubble. As you see, there's even a part of it still sitting in there, kind of completely attached to the seal there, and it kind of tore off right here. So this is really in rough shape, unfortunately. That's kind of a bummer. I don't keep these, so I'm just, letting you know that was kind of odd. We do have the action figure and the 2 accessories here on the bubble. Very nice. And then we have our instructions here. Now, this is a typical Origins figure, so we can remove the head, we can remove the arms at the shoulders, we can break the action figure in half at the waist, we can remove the hands, and then we can remove the feet at the boot cut right there for swapping parts. See, remove and swap parts. Let's take a look at the comic book first. This is called The Shape of Vengeance. Wow, look at that. So I'm going to go through this slowly. In case you want to pause it and read it, though, I'm fairly certain you could find high-quality scans of this already somewhere on the internet. The web store looks awesome. There's Orko again there, and then Battle Cat. That's really cool. I'd love to see a Battle Cat to go along with the Cringer, which I have pre-ordered. This just looks nuts. The artwork is gorgeous. And finally on the back we have our cross sale yet again. Look at that stance, like this just looks amazing. So let me go ahead and take this out of the bubble. I do see some plastic bands that we're gonna have to remove, and I'll be right back. Here she is, my friends. Wow, look at Evil Lynn. This weighs nothing. Wow, okay, so let's take a look at details first. Look at that face. Absolutely beautiful, right? I feel like they put maybe a little bit more details into it. This just looks fantastic to me. Holy cow. So the face looks great, and then she has this headpiece right here, this like tiara thing. It's kind of almost spiky, just looks absolutely fantastic. It is a very dark drab purple, and these parts are like a light blue up here, and then she has the black face, or head covering rather, with the widow's peak right there in the center. It just looks absolutely awesome. And then, the actual uniform that she's wearing has a very high collar. The collar is rubber. This top piece is also kind of like either a soft plastic or a hard rubber. And yeah, that's fantastic looking. The colors are so beautiful for this. Her whole back is exposed here in the back. And then this piece is, obviously it's all part of the sculpt. So it's all going to be the same, flat plastic. Taking a look at her hands right here, she has 2 gripping hands, and look at the arm braces look amazing. It's sort of like a nice blue color that sort of matches the blue here in the uniform that she's wearing. This is a little bit more vibrant, I feel like. And then there's some up here on her bicep. Just looks absolutely amazing. Look at these boots. They're just a solid color right here, like a nice purple. They do look like Tila's boots, but just in purple. And I don't know how well it's coming across on the screen, but once she was out of the package, the skin is so much lighter tone than the actual staff. Like, I don't know how to show that. This is just so much more vibrant yellow. So you can get some absolutely really awesome dramatic lighting with this type of sculpt. I really, really appreciate the artwork and the imagination that went into the sculpt itself. It must be hard to do, taking a person from a cartoon and trying to decide things like, how the brow line is or how the cheekbones are going to be. But I think Mattel did an absolutely fantastic job. Another thing we should take a look at is the armor. Does the armor come off? Let's go ahead and take a look there. I'm just going to take the action figure apart here. Because this is like a piece of rubber. As you see there, it just kind of wraps around here. I think it does come off. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Cool. So her dress continues upwards. Yes, so take a look at that. That's really nice that they added in that paint there. I think that's awesome. I honestly didn't even know this was a separate piece. This is fitted so perfectly for this torso that it was something that I just completely forgot to do whenever we were checking out the details. So this is how you put it on. This high collar, you just put it down through the neck and then go down to the bottom and kind of just pull it over. And honestly, that fits this torso so perfectly. It's kind of unbelievable that it's a separate piece. So let's move into articulation. Let's start with the head, right? So we have a good amount of tilt. That's very cool. Her head doesn't tilt back pretty much at all just because of this large collar. Yeah, no, it's just not going to move back. And I think the reason why is that, yeah, it's definitely the helmet. So this head covering piece, this black piece, goes really far down, like down the back of her neck. But looking down, she could look really far down. That's, oh man, that is awesome. And then, yeah, obviously it's on a ball joint, as you can remove it, as you see there. Moving down to the arms, you know, we do have that hinge, and it is on a peg, so it can swivel and it can move up and down or out if you'd like. And the arms do come off, and they have a regular origin style peg right there, which goes down towards the pelvis, like the peg hole there. Put that back in. Moving down to the elbow, we do have a hinge at the elbow and a swivel. So you get all of that, you know, range of articulation is crazy. And then the hands are on a peg, as you see there, for swapping out parts. Though I definitely don't have another Origins action figure that has this skin tone. The hinges go into the palm, as you see right there. It goes this way instead of the top of the wrist, and it's like that for both sides. We swivel at the waist here, and we can come apart at the waist, as you see there. It's an Origins peg. And moving down to the pelvis area, we do have ball joints here that go into the legs themselves. So it's kind of like on a peg, and it can also swivel. So you get crazy amount of articulation. Moving down to the knee, we do swivel at the knee, and then we do have a hinge at the knee also. And you don't see the hinge. Whenever you have the knee bent completely, it just looks like a kneecap, kind of. Very cool. You do see the hinges on the back, like the rear side, unless you have it bent upwards, obviously. And then moving down to the boot cut, we could swivel, obviously, because this is going to be a peg. As you see there, it's a regular Origin style peg. And then moving down to the feet, we have a swivel. We have a hinge at the feet, and we do have a rocker. Yeah, the articulation here is nuts. Like, see how I have her feet flat, and she has like her legs, you know, in some sort of stance, like she's ready to battle. And yeah, wow, this is crazy how much articulation this is. Like, this is going to be great for toy photographers. Like, this is awesome, especially if you're taking cartoon style, you know, Masters of the Universe fantasy images or something like that. This is gonna be a fantastic piece for your collection. All right, so speaking of pieces, let's take a look at these pieces. So we have her staff here. And then we have another staff. I love that. Love the details in this. This is definitely like a hard, they're both like a hard plastic, you know, not going to break, really not brittle. You know, there's a little bit of flexibility in them, but it's just, you know, just regular plastic. Nothing fancy here. We have a Mattel action figure with nothing fancy. And wow, so this is flawless. Like this blew me away, to be honest with you. I think this is my favorite from the cartoon collection, my favorite action figure this far into this toy line, because this is gorgeous. Like, I don't know how to articulate how beautiful the artwork and like the amount of imagination that went into this to make this an actual 3D representation of Evelyn from He-Man in the Masters of the Universe. This is nuts. Perfect. All right, so one more thing I want to show off with this action figure is the fact that Lionel, one of my viewers, has sent me a custom-made cape for Evelyn. So let's take a look at what this looks like on the action figure. So here she is, Lionel. This is what she looks like with the cape that you made. This is brilliant. I mean, this just added even more to this action figure. I can't believe they didn't make her with the cape. That's kind of odd, Mattel. It's kind of weird, but I don't know what type of fabric this is, maybe nylon, but it's very simple and looks perfect. Thank you so much, Lionel. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. I hope that you enjoyed the unboxing and review as much as I enjoyed unboxing this action figure. Mattel, in my opinion, absolutely nailed it. They mastered this craft at this point, and I think that the cartoon collection's already a spectacular line, and Evelyn just has to be a requirement for anyone collecting this toy line. This is nuts how gorgeous this action figure is. Hands down my favorite of the toy line this far that we've opened up here on the channel, and I think the execution, the sculpt, everything, the paints, the colors, it's all just perfect. I wouldn't ask for anything else. This is absolutely amazing in my opinion. Again, thanks so much for sticking to the end, and if you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It truly helps out the channel. And if you like the content of this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. That really helps out the channel also. And thank you so much to all my subscribers. I've been having an absolute blast so far, and I can't wait to see what's next to come in the future of He-Man, the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection from Mattel. Well, that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and remember, collect and shoot.